Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the WWE Ultimate Edition Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This is a figure I've been waiting for a little while now. It's been kind of tough getting these Ultimates in my collection lately. For the past few releases of Ultimates, I have not had any luck. They've just not been showing up. The Seth Rollins, the Andre the Giant. The Andre showed up for about a week, and I wanted to get him, but I thought I'd wait because eventually I thought Seth Rollins will show up, Andre will show up again, they'll all show up and they'll go on sale fairly quickly and I'll be able to get them easily enough. It's been about 2 months and they've shown no sign of showing up, unfortunately, so I missed out on those. I'll try and get Seth Rollins online. Right now he's kinda at retail on Ringside Collectibles, but everywhere else he's about $60, and it's like, oh my god, how am I going to get this Seth Rollins? I need to have him. I need to have Seth Rollins in my collection, especially Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins with the nice updated articulation. The Andre I could pass on, I can live without the Andre, but I need that Seth Rollins. And then finally we got new stock, and unfortunately no Seth Rollins. But this Rock did show up, and he showed up with a whole bunch of his brothers, all the other Rocks. And then I'm like, okay, a bunch showed up. I'll go pick it up when I get money. And then I got money, and I went to go pick them up, and they were all gone. And I was terrified I'd miss out on all these Rocks one more time. But fortunately, I did find one hiding on a shelf somewhere else, and I was able to snag this last one up before all the others disappeared. I'm kind of worried there might be a scalper in my area who might be buying up all of these figures, because they did the same thing with all the X-Men 97 figures. They showed up. I went, okay, cool, there's a lot here. I have time to go pick them up when I have money. I had money, I went to go pick them up, and they were all gone. So, I'm a little bit worried about that. That's not cool. I don't like scalpers. But, I did manage to get my hands on this figure so we can go over it and talk about it with you guys on the channel. Starting with the front of the box, you have this nice window here showcasing everything you get with your figure, of course. On this side of the box, you have this nice artwork of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, of course, in the Legend style artwork, because this is Ultimate Legends, which is, I believe, a Target exclusive, and it's only had one or two other figures in the wave. We've had Batista, and the only one Macho Man and The Rock. So I think that's where we're at. We might have a few more in the wave, but don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly 100% sure. On the back of the box, you have a nice image of Rock right here, a nice image of Figure Rock right at the top. You have a little bit of a bio right here if you wanted to read it, a little bit more right here if you wanted to read that. The Rock, of course, in case you weren't sure who you were buying. On this side of the box, you have The Rock one more time, just in case you really weren't sure. And now we're back to the front of the box, so we can go ahead and transition to the figure. Okay, so this is pretty much all you get. You get a nice assortment of goodies to go along with your figure. Of course, let's start with the head sculpts. The one that was already on the figure was this nice, more stoic, or no, it was this one. It was this nice, more eyebrow raisin Rock, of course. A little bit of a paint defect right there on the hair, but it looks pretty solid nonetheless. You have the nice sideburns. Classic look for The Rock back when he was the People's Champ, of course, looking very good. This one is the more stoic looking Rock back when he kind of looked like, oh god, that Adam Sandler guy who always plays racist characters, Rob Schneider. Back when he had the Rob Schneider haircut, of course he looks a lot more, a lot better with the bald head. Kind of fits his profile a little bit better. But the hair looked good too. We all appreciate the haired Rock version. The one on the face, of course, once I get to the figure itself, is the screaming head that kind of goes along with his, la la la, pie eating, blah blah blah, all the things he would say, all the things he said, all the things he said. The one hand on the figure already is the grabby hand. This is its alternate for the other arm. This nice grabby hand right here. Along with this come get some type hand right there. You have one for this side, this arm right here. Of course, you have two Slappy open palm hands, just kind of like exaggerating, kind of open hands for you to use, and then you have two fist hands for your fighting action poses right there, looking pretty good. Along with that, you have this microphone right here, the Raw is War microphone, looking fine. I'd say this is a pretty decent looking microphone. Then you have these glasses, which unfortunately, let's get the figure down here where you can see them. The glasses just don't really sit all that well on the head. It looks a little bit goofy, unfortunately, but I guess there's not really any way for them to sit on the figure and look normal, I guess, without kind of ruining the aesthetic of the figure. And then you have the actual head sculpt, which unfortunately, for some reason, they decided to have his eyes closed. Was that like a thing? Did he have his eyes closed? I don't remember, but I guess he always had his glasses on when he screamed like this. So it is a nice head sculpt. It's just kind of bizarre. These really only work with the glasses because otherwise they look a little bit bizarre. But you know, it's not the end of the world, of course. It just looks a little goofy. We'll go ahead and put this head sculpt on there so it's not as distracting, along with just a regular old fist on this arm right here, like so. And then you have the nice tracksuit to go along with his attire. You have this top right here, goes on like so. Looking pretty good. I do like this top. It is a nice nylon type fabric, nice nylon. I have dyslexia, ignore me. Nice nylon feel to it. You can kind of see the way it looks on camera. It looks very bizarre on camera, actually. The pants, unfortunately, they seem a little short for him. If you pull them all the way up above his trunks right there, they kind of ride a little high on the boots, and if you pull them down, obviously, so that they cover the boots a little bit more appropriately, they kind of sag on his trunks, and I think it looks a little bizarre. I think these are actually just a recolor of the Kofi Kingston pants back when they released that classic Kofi from back when he was Jamaican, the pants that you could remove off of him. I believe these are the exact same, which makes sense why they would be too small, because Kofi is significantly shorter than the 6'5" Rock. These are also very difficult to put on and pull off. I don't know why, they're like snagging on everything, even though it's like a slick material. You would think it would move off fairly easily, but it just wants to snag on every little bit, and it's super annoying. And finally, there we go. Now we can actually talk about the figure. Set him right there, and we have to adjust the camera a bit so he can fit in frame, because this guy is huge. Starting off with his torso, of course, you have this nice, more skinny looking Rock, more of a smaller stature type Rock. This is actually the Rock I prefer. Back when he had a smaller frame to him, he looked a little bit more natural and a little bit more reasonable, to be perfectly honest. But, you know, what the look he has going for him right now, it works. You have the classic Rock tights on the back. You have the Brahma Bull right there. You have the Brahma Bull on his arm right there. No Samoan tattoo yet, of course. This is before he had that kind of look to him. You do have the classic boots that are cut out right here and then wrap around back a little bit higher up. Kind of a goofy look for his boots, but, you know, I never noticed how goofy his boots looked, of course. But, you know, it's that classic Attitude Era style. Where you really didn't do much. It was black trunks, maybe a logo on them, and that's all you were rocking with. Everything else was just your personality. That's all you needed to carry you through your career. So, very classic, very boring look, but a very iconic look. Not boring. You can't call it boring, but it's an iconic look. It's a very the silhouette. All you need is the silhouette, and there you go. You know it's The Rock. And that's really icon status. Once you reach silhouette status, you know you've made it, because, like, where else can you go from there? So let's go ahead and talk about articulation now that we've talked about the figure itself. Starting with the head can go up just a little bit, down just a little bit, wiggle side to side, rotates all the way around like so. Arm comes up to about right there, rotates all the way around like so. Butterfly joint looks like that, going back, that going forward. Fairly decent butterfly joint. Double jointed elbows, of course, with the elbow pad in the way, but they go maybe about that deep, maybe a little bit deeper. Wrist goes in, wrist goes out, wrist goes all the way around like so. Ab crunch looking like, if we bring it back, going like that and like that, perfectly decent swivel side to side. Rotates all the way around here at the waist, of course. It has the drop down legs, so you pull them down, they drop down. That is pretty decent. I like it. I know some people aren't a fan of it, but I like it. That does mean he can go fairly deep for a rock figure. That is about as deep as he can go. Looking pretty good. Nice high kick. Very high kick, of course. Doing the splits. If I get his legs set back up. There we go. There we go. Doing the splits. Not too deep, of course. There we go. That is actually very deep. Bam. That's deeper than that Shawn Michaels I did not too long ago. Oh my god, please go back. There we go. Yeah, that's the only issue with these drop-down hips, of course. I understand why people don't like them. I like them, but they propose issues like that, which I totally respect. Double-jointed knees, of course, goes up to about right there. Swivel at the bicep. The issue I'm having with these legs is they're kind of hard to line up with the muscles, with the grooves of the muscles. I'm having a hard time getting them to look quite right, you know. Swivel at the no swivel at the boot, unfortunately, because of the way the boot is designed. There is no swivel there. Toe hinge goes up, toe hinge goes down, ankle goes down, ankle goes up, and that is the WWE Ultimate Edition Rock figure Legends series, Legends Wave. This is a wonderful looking figure, wonderful looking rock, pretty good. I appreciate it for everything it is. Let me know what you guys think of him down in the comments below. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. I think this is a great figure. Definitely one of the better Ultimate Edition figures out there. Certainly a rock that we've had a lot of, but it's a rock we needed in this style. We've had, the only other Ultimate Edition is the newer rock, isn't it? So we needed a haired version of rock to kind of give us that attitude era that we love to have in figure form. So I'm happy with this. So I think that'll be it for me. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will be back with another video hopefully very, very soon. Bye.